Get ready to experience a nice finish, top-notch performance and silence in an airsoft SMG. With its modular platform and durable construction, this airsoft replica is designed to elevate your game to the next level. Shining in close quarters combat and tactical maneuvering, this series has you covered. We're of course talking about the Wolverine MTW-9 series. Hey, and welcome to our channel. If you're a fan of Wolverine Airsoft or just curious about high-performance airsoft guns, you're in for a treat. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the MTW-9 series and explore its features. Whether you're a seasoned player or a newcomer, this modular, versatile and reliable HPA replica may be just what you need to up your game. So let's get started and explore the Wolverine MTW-9 together. In a previous video, we've taken a look at the Wolverine MTW Forge series. If you haven't seen that one yet, you can watch it right here. Some of the features that can be found on that series of airsoft replicas are also present here, but in a more compact package. You can say that the MTW-9 is almost like the smaller sibling of the Forge replicas. As you can see, the MTW-9 comes in a small box that is neatly finished with Wolverine's logo. When opening the box, we see the separated upper and lower receiver, as well as the magazine and a flash hider securely held in place by foam. The foam has been cut to shape to neatly fit all these parts and hold them in place, so that they are protected against shipping damage. Other things that we find in this box are a bag containing a quick start guide, a QR code for the manual, extra O-rings and a MTW patch. The tactical and PDW versions also include a bottom plate for the pistol grip inside the box. Note that these are the contents that are present at the time of filming. Sometimes manufacturers change these when a replica gets updated or because of other reasons, so it's possible that these contents may vary in the future. The Quick Start Guide provides a clear summary of what you need to be able to use this replica. These are a 7.4 volt LiPo battery with a 250 to 505 milliamp hours capacity. This needs a JST RCY connection to control the electronics in the replica. In addition, you need an HPA bottle or tank that is filled, of course, and a regulator with a 80 to 140 psi or 5.5 to 9.6 bar range. For example, this could be the Wolverine Storm regulator. Finally, an airline to connect the HPA tank and regulator to the replica. The Wolverine MTW-9 has a Foster connection to connect the airline to. So with that out of the way, let's move on to the replicas themselves. As you can of course already tell, the replicas in this series are rather small. And that is of course because they fall in the SMG or pistol caliber carbine group. We currently have the PDW and the tactical version in front of us, but Wolverine also makes a standard version. The only real differences in these come down to the pistol grip, stock and the flash hider. If we take a look at the front, we can see that the 14mm counterclockwise thread has a Warthog flash hider installed on it. Straight out of the box, the replica contains an orange flash hider to abide by US law. But inside the box of the tactical and the PDW, it is supplied with the Warthog flash hider. This is a rather bulky muzzle device that might also be characterized as a muzzle brake. When this is installed, it partly falls inside of the handguard, giving the replica a distinct look. And as said earlier, underneath this is a 14mm counterclockwise thread. So if you'd like to mount any other accessories like a suppressor, a tracer unit or any other things, you can use this connection. If we move a bit further down the replica, we see the handguard. On all three of the models in this series, this is the same one. A 7-inch Invictus M-LOK advanced drill, made of aluminium and finished with a black coating. And of course, as its name suggests, this contains multiple M-LOK slots for you to mount additional accessories on. On the top of this handguard is a Picatinny rail situated that continues over the top of the upper receiver as well. So here you can mount any aiming devices. What we also find on this handguard are a few QD slots to mount QD sling mounts on. And to complement the look of the replica and add some more realism, it features Invictus markings on the bottom of the handguard. Then moving on to the receiver. The upper as well as the lower are made from billet aluminium. This means that the parts are CNC machined out of a single block of aluminium, which greatly enhances the durability and strength compared to cast aluminium. This process also ensures all the CNC parts are made to exact specifications and offer tight tolerances. On the lower receiver we find an engraved Wolverine logo with next to it in text MTW-9 and the caliber of the replica. If we flip it over, we see a text marking of the brand and a white serial number, which is of course unique with every replica. Furthermore, we see the fire selector markings engraved on both sides. If we then look at the magazine well, it features a pedal-style release that keeps the magazine firmly in place. As these replicas are made to look like submachine guns or pistol-caliber carbines, they of course use a different type of magazine than you're used to. The Wolverine MTW-9 Series uses an ASG CZ Scorpion Evo magazine, of which there is one included in the box of course. This magazine offers a capacity of 75 ppb and also offers an empty mag function that works in conjunction with the HPA engine. This ensures that the replica stops firing when the magazine is empty, so you immediately know when to reload. Underneath the receiver we find the ergonomic DLG pistol grip that has a nice, even texture. The inclination of the grip places your hand in a comfortable angle, making sure that you can hold and manipulate the MTW-9 optimally. The supplied bottom plate fits nicely into the bottom of this pistol grip, offering a smaller hole for the air hose to go through and ensuring that less dirt can enter the system. If we then move to the upper receiver, we see this has a fairly unique design when compared to other M4 style replicas. It has a bit more of an angular design. We can see that it lacks a dust cover, which complements the look of the replica, but it makes it look a bit less realistic. Another bonus because of the lack of the dust cover is that the hop-up unit is always easily accessible. You can see the large hop-up wheel that features indicating numbers to show how far the hop-up has been set. The charging handle that's installed on this replica is only there for looks and doesn't offer any function sadly. As we get further towards the back of these replicas, more apparent differences are starting to become noticeable. Let's first take a look at the tactical version. This model includes a standard style buffer tube on which a DLG Mil-spec stock has been mounted. This stock can be adjusted in 6 different lengths and offers a nice rubber pad on the end. Thanks to this, it offers a good grip so the replica stays firmly against your body. In addition, this stock contains a QD mount on both sides, which a QD sling mount can be installed on. If we then switch over to the PDW variant, we can see that the standard buffer tube has been swapped out for a shorter version with a telescoping stock. This stock can be adjusted in 3 different lengths and offers a metal shoulder pad that has deep texture. To reduce the weight of this stock, the cheek rest has been made of plastic that is finished with a carbon fiber look. So now that we've taken a look at all of the interesting outer features, let's move on to the internal. Let's start with everything that's inside the lower receiver. Here we can find the Wolverine Spartan electronics board. The Spartan electronics are slightly more bare bones than the advanced electronics that are installed in the Forged replicas, but still offers a range of adjustments and features. For example, this board offers the empty mag detection that works in conjunction with the ASG Scorpion Evo magazines, as well as a bolt catch function. This means that when the bolt catch is pressed, the empty mag stop is reset. This function can also be set to a more simplified one, activating when the magazine is removed from the replica. To switch to this setting, put the replica on semi and hold down both the trigger and bolt catch for 5 seconds. The Spartan electronics board also has an FCU built into it, which offers the possibility to customize the replica when it comes to some of the functionalities. For example, it's possible to adjust the dwell. If you don't have any experience with HPA, with this setting, the volume of air that is pushed through the inner barrel can be adjusted. This makes it possible to adjust this so that as little air as possible is lost after the BB has left the barrel. So the dwell actually determines how long the valve stays open. Often this comes down to the shorter the barrel, the shorter the dwell time. You can test this yourself to see what the best setting is so that you can get the most out of the replica. In addition, thanks to this board, it is also possible to set the rate of fire, or how many PBs the replica shoots within a second during full auto or burst mode. Finally, what can also be customized with this is the firing modes. For example, it's possible to adjust the full auto mode to semi, full auto, 2 and 3 round burst. This electronics board is powered by a battery with a JST connection. On the top of the Spartan electronics board we can see 2 small springs. These make contact with the 2 screws on the HPA engine to make sure that the electronic circuit is completed when the upper and lower receiver are together, so that the HPA engine can be controlled. Then moving on to the upper receiver internals, where all of the spicy actions happen. To start with where we just ended, here are 2 screws with wiring. This is where the trigger board makes contact with the HPA engine and completes the electronic circuit so it can be controlled. If we then move forward a little, we see the HPA engine. This is a Wolverine Inferno Gen 2 that is equipped with a filtered air hose and has a different appearance than the separate HPA engine to complement the look of this replica. This HPA engine works through a hybrid open bolt system, creating a pause in shooting. This hybrid system guarantees the advantages of an open bolt system, including easy adjustment, efficiency, and not having to dry fire first so that the first BB is loaded. The hybrid system adds, among other things, easy adjustment of the hop-up. This HPA engine offers extremely quiet operation, which, through the use of a suppressor, can result in an airsoft replica that barely makes a sound. Connected to this engine is the aluminium hop-up unit, of which we've already mentioned its features earlier. On this hop-up unit, the brass precision inner barrel is installed. Now, let's take the replica to our shooting range and see what it's capable of. So, we're here at the shooting range and we're going to be testing this replica at 30 meters. It should be about the average distance you'll encounter with this replica. We've put our regulator pressure around 90 psi, which offers a 1.18 to 1.2 joule, so we abide by the rules in the Netherlands. We're using 0.30 gram BBs, and we of course adjusted the hop-up and zeroed our red dot. So let's see what this thing can do. So we have our shooting target from 30 meters right here, and what you can see is that we have a nice little group right here of 3 shots with 2 here above. That's still a pretty nice group for airsoft replicas, but there's also 2 BBs at the bottom. These might be because of user error, because I was aiming a bit off, but it's still something to mention. If you'd like to know more about this replica or other airsoft supplies, take a look at our website krale.shop. Or if you'd like to see and feel this replica for yourself, you can always visit us in our physical store, where our staff will be happy to assist you with any questions you might have. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you next time.